Okay, well, we will get started. It is 6:03 and we want to be timely. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, or this morning or this afternoon, depending on where you are. We are joined by members of the Excelsior College team and some new and returning alumni ambassadors. And we're here to talk tonight. You can see the title of our presentation, So You Think You Want to Be an Ambassador. And we're here tonight to talk with you about the ambassador program at Excelsior College and how it's evolving and moving forward in some really exciting ways. So we'll start with some introductions. My name is Jamie Hicks-Fergang, and I am the Executive Director of Development and Alumni Engagement at Excelsior. And I'm joined by my wonderful colleagues in Marketing and Career Services who will go ahead and introduce themselves.
Awesome. Thanks, Jamie. My name is Mary Kate Weaver. I'm a marketing coordinator here, and we're really excited for you guys to be here tonight.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tammy Spinzero. I'm the Director for Career Services at Excelsior College.
Hi, everyone. You probably recognize my name from the Facebook group, and so do I. I recognize some names from the group. My name is Erminita Kachani, and I am the other marketing coordinator within the marketing team. Very excited to hopefully have some of you join our ambassadors.
Awesome. Thank you. This is a really enthusiastic, excited team, and we're really looking forward to working with all of you. So just for a little context, what is the ambassador program? And this could be a refresher for some of our current ambassadors and a bit more context for some of our newcomers. So the ambassador program at Excelsior was really created as an extension of the Alumni Leadership Council. So that's a group of about 12 individuals. It started as a committee on the council, but then it grew, not just in size, but importance as well. With 182,000 Excelsior College alumni worldwide, we want to engage and work with as many alumni as possible and really share the good word of Excelsior. So we have big plans. And we're ready to take a big step forward. And so we're so glad that so many of you are willing to join us. We really want to define this program. We really want to give our ambassadors some clearer roles and begin in earnest this outreach program. So to give you a little bit of context, our ambassador form, just up to a couple of months ago, you could put your name in and you could hit submit and you let us know that you wanted to be an alumni ambassador. And with that original form, we secured 88 ambassadors, and that was terrific. We're so excited. The next step, however, is we want to learn pretty quickly what it is that you want to do. We have so many alumni in our community, and we've learned ourselves very quickly that no two ambassadors are alike. And so we want to make sure that we utilize your unique skill set and your story to tell. So we really needed to define the ambassador roles in order to take the program to the next level. So you might have seen in the alumni newsletter, we have a new form where you can select different ambassador roles. We did call them jobs, but it's not a job, and we'll talk more about that in a few minutes. And really let us know what it is that you want to do and how you feel that you can best serve your alma mater. So the next couple of slides, it'll be our team here kind of talking about the different roles and how you can engage with them. And then at the end of those two slides, we'll pop the link to the ambassador form in the chat. So for anyone who hasn't signed on yet, they can go ahead and click their roles and get ready to get started with us. So ambassador jobs and outreach, this is the next two slides where we're going to explain to you all of the fun to be had in the ambassador program at Excelsior. And we'll start with Mary Kate and admissions.
Great. Thanks, Jamie. So the Alumni Admissions Ambassador program is really a program where alumni will be able to work directly with prospective students. We might have you emailing students, chatting with them, or maybe even helping out at a couple of virtual events throughout the year. This is for people who are passionate about Excelsior, want to share their Excelsior story, their experiences with other students who are in shoes that you were once in a few years ago or many years ago, depending on how far out an alum you are. We're really looking for someone who's passionate and who can talk to students. we admissions, faculty, and other campus partners can talk to students all the time, but it does mean a little something more when it comes from other students or past or current students. So yeah, that's the Alumni Admissions Group.
Hi, everyone. I'm going to talk about the career mentoring. Career mentoring is so important, especially today, being connected virtually. We're all so easily accessible and flexible and available to each other more than ever. Having someone to bounce ideas off of, questions, learn from, just kind of based off of your experiences at Excelsior, your experiences professionally, your career growth, how you got there. Students are looking for people to network with, to build their own networks and connect and just really kind of learn. This ultimately leads to job opportunities or experiential learning opportunities as well. So offering a mentoring program in this way and allowing our alums to kind of give back to our students is very rewarding, not only to you as an alum, but to students as well.
Terrific. Thank you, Tammy and Mary Kate. We are moving on to a community ambassador. And really, a community ambassador for Excelsior is a role that you can define yourself. And what I mean by that is it can be a personal interest, say a career field or a hobby, a place where you might live, a branch of the military, a specialist in a particular area. So if you're willing, we can create a group in Excelsior Connects, and we're going to talk about that a little while later in our presentation, to help start to facilitate conversations. And when you start those conversations based on a similar interest, you're expanding and enhancing your community. So that's why we call this a community ambassador. And so really fun and a role that you can make your own, and we'll help you get there. So we can go to the next slide. And Erminita, on to commencement.
Yeah, so as you probably know, the best time around here is commencement time. It's the time when we get to celebrate all of our graduates. We get to see members of our own community that work from all around the country and internationally as well. So this year, we're going to go for a virtual commencement, just like we did last year. And it would be wonderful if you could log in and just be on that platform to congratulate the students that are graduating. And even if you wanted to host a viewing party, we can help you with providing a list of the students, alumni graduating around your area. We can promote your events. And we just want to make this not a commitment, but really a wonderful time where you can share that excitement that you have, because these journeys are coming to an end. And as we all know, these journeys include a lot of sleepless nights and sacrifices. And what a better way than getting together with your fellow Excelsior alumni to celebrate. And we can do a lot of things with this group. And the most important thing is that we want you to be present there with the students and their families. And why not continue on and find yourself with other things that you could do throughout the year, not only during commencement time, because we do have commencement memories and we look forward to the July 9th date all year long.
Terrific. And so the next would be an event ambassador. Now, the college's largest event of the year is commencement, and Erminita just talked us through that. And certainly when it is safe to do so, we look forward to getting on the road and meeting our alumni in person, in their hometown, in their home state, perhaps at their job. But in the meantime, you can be an event ambassador virtually. So it's kind of similar to a community ambassador, where you could decide, I want to gather alumni in the state of Florida, or I want to gather alumni who majored in business or who graduated in 2020, beyond. So if you're interested in hosting an event such as this, we can help you pull that alumni list. We can set up the Zoom link and we can all come on together. We can do fun things like trivia, meet and greets, breakout rooms. So there's a lot of ways to dig in and have fun virtually as well. I'll be next on the Pay It Forward. So Pay It Forward is really what Excelsior is all about. So we send monthly emails to our newly conferred graduates and ask if they'd be willing to pay it forward with a gift to the Excelsior College Scholarship Fund. So this type of ambassador is really part fundraising, part cheerleader, if you will. So as a Pay It Forward ambassador, you can help us really champion this program. You can start a Facebook fundraiser. We can teach you how to do that. And you really can help Excelsior continue to support some of our most deserving students. So we know that scholarships are really, really important to our students, and we want to continue to increase our scholarship funds so we have more to give to more students. And I'll hand it back over to Erminita for social media.
Yes, so when I introduced myself in the beginning, I said that you see my name very often if you are part of our Facebook group, and if you are not, this is the best time to join it. If you do like social media, this would be a great group to join. Our main social media channels are Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. So what you would be doing as part of the social media ambassador group is just simple things that would not take you a long time. Liking the posts that we post on our social channels, commenting, or if we post a student profile or a testimonial, just engaging with that so that the reach of that particular post can go beyond and we can be able to reach many, many more people through our social media channels. Definitely, like I said before, engaging on our social media particular account, such as the Facebook group, where we really want to listen to your voices and we really want to celebrate what you're doing and where your Excelsior College degree has taken you. So different things that we could do. And when Jamie talks about the Excelsior Connects app, we will provide you with social media content on our specific group. We can give you, if you want to not simply share what we post on our social media channels, but if you want to post from your own accounts, we are more than happy to provide content for that. We are more than happy to provide images and all other possible things that we could do in the infinite world of social media.
This is really exciting, Erminita, especially as we're nearing almost 1,000 members of our Alumni Association Facebook group. We look forward to social media, and we know that it works, and folks want to engage with us. So if you haven't registered yet, I believe Erminita put the link in the chat, and now's the time. So that link will lead you directly to the ambassador page. Now, for our returning ambassadors, you might be saying to yourself, I already filled out the form, and you're right, you did. So what I'm going to do for each of you is I will send you an email before Friday, before we head into the long weekend, so you can just quickly identify some of the new roles perhaps that you'd want to participate in. And the sky's the limit. You can choose one, you can choose all of them. So we'd love to have you in any role that you're willing to play. So our last tidbit that we want to share with you is that all of this ambassador work, all of this important work that's going to really move this program forward will be managed through Excelsior Connects. And now you can download your very own app. So Excelsior Connects, if you don't know, is the exclusive platform for Excelsior College alumni. And we had a soft launch this fall. So we have over 300 registered users at this point, but we're really looking to grow that number as well. And it's more than just an alumni directory. It's really a place to engage. So our app was just launched in May, and we're looking forward to getting our ambassadors into Excelsior Connects. So once you fill out the form, your next step is going to be to register in Excelsior Connects. And it takes literally less than 2 minutes. So once you fill out your form, you're going to choose what ambassador you want to be. Say you want to be a social media ambassador, say you want to be an admissions ambassador. Those groups are going to be created in Excelsior Connects. And so because we know that we're all receiving a ton of email these days, we are going to really be pushing information and letting you know the ways that you can support the college through the ambassador program through your group in Excelsior Connects. I promise you, it might have been a lot of words just now, but it's really, really easy to do. And we'll do a little bit more definition of that as well. Once we get everyone kind of landed in their groups, we'll do some trainings and we'll make sure that everybody knows how to use it. But you can see here on my screen, this is my phone, I took some screenshots. If you want to download the app now, you can go to the Graduate community in your app store, and you can see it'll show up as community. And if you go to the next slide, you can see just how to log in. Hitting get started, log in with your email. You'll log in with any email that you have registered with Excelsior College. And lucky for us, we have all of our alumni imported in there, but we need you to actually go in and register yourself. So we can't register you. You have to do that yourself. And then you can see on the final screen share, just kind of what it looks like. So it really does look like a social feed, but I promise you, it's quite different. And the exciting thing is that once you actually log in, that initial app, which had community, will have the Excelsior College logo. So you remember that that's your Excelsior Connects login. You can see here that this is, everyone will land, all alumni ambassadors will land in this group first. This is kind of where we'll gather you all, if you will. Imagine we're in a big meeting room. We're going to gather here first. And then we'll go and we'll begin to create those breakouts based on the roles that you're interested in playing. So you could land in a couple of different groups, and that's okay. It's very easy to message within these groups. It's easy to schedule a meeting, to have a live chat, you name it. So we're really excited about using Excelsior Connects and engaging the ambassador program here. And so next steps. New ambassadors, we want you to fill out that form and register in Excelsior Connect so we can start to build the ambassador list. Returning ambassadors, now again, you can fill out the form, the new form, or you can do kind of the shorter abbreviated version that I will send to you via email. So watch for an email from me. I have in bold, if you haven't heard me say it 10 times already, I'll add one more. Register in Excelsior Connects. This is going to be the way that we're going to be able to ease up on email, communicate through this platform, and really get some great work done. And get excited. The fun will start in earnest in June as we lead up to, as I said before, the college's largest event, Commencement, and then hopefully we'll carry through and we'll have a terrific ambassador program as we head into the summer and back to school months in the fall. And so that concludes our formal presentation. We promised it would be brief, but we wanted to take a moment to answer any questions that you may have, anything that you're curious about. Please put your message into the chat. Mary Kate has graciously agreed to be our facilitator, so she'll read any questions that may come in. And Mary Kate, do you have any thus far?
Yeah, so while we wait for a couple to come in, can you just talk a little bit about what the time commitment for this is? You know, a lot of our alumni are probably full-time. They probably have a full-time job, they have families. So what kind of time commitment are we thinking?
Yeah, that's a great question. We certainly don't want you to feel that this is an everyday commitment. So what we hope is that once we get our group set up on Excelsior Connects, we can start, and we'll start in the summer, and we'll push things out. We'll push some information out, perhaps monthly. Social media, maybe a little bit more because it's so timely and so fast in the social media world. But as an event mentor or an event ambassador, or a community ambassador, I might put something out there to the community group, in June or in July, and maybe they'll reach back out to me. So I would say an hour, maybe 2 hours a month, based on the information that we provide. There are going to be busier times. Commencement is one of them, but social media, a lot of us are on it anyway, so it kind of helps that it's a tool that so many are used to. So some might be an everyday project if an ambassador is willing, but we really want this to be your space, your time, your commitment, and we'll work within that. That was a great question. Thank you.
Awesome. Tammy, did you want to talk a little bit about the career mentorship and what the time commitment for that is?
Sure, absolutely. So what's really great about the mentoring program at Excelsior is that there's no required time commitment. And so most mentoring programs work most effectively and are as successful as possible when you don't have a whole lot of requirements or check boxes for the participants to kind of, look at and anticipate and feel like, oh goodness, I have to do this and that. It's completely up to you. So once you find your mentee, mentor, that schedule and time commitment is agreed upon between both people. The frequency of calls, the frequency of, maybe some virtual Zoom chats, If you're within the same geographic location, maybe you can meet in person. But, we do have suggestions. We do have a guideline. We do have an outline for suggested activities, but we don't require them. What's suggested is a minimum of a couple months, but mentoring relationships often end up happening, and they end up kind of lasting quite a long time. So even after graduation, and I can say just from my own experience, I have plenty of mentors. Don't have just one, have more than one. Mentor more than one student if you're able to, and just make it something that is successful in a way that you can tell stories about it, and we can kind of share those as well as our own successes that you have too.
Awesome. Thanks, Tammy. So this question is more for Arminita. Why is it important to follow us on social media, the alumni and just the Excelsior community in general?
Yes, very good question. First of all, you can get all of the information directly from the college. You can learn what's happening at the college. You can learn more about our new initiatives. And it's always nice to see what students are doing out there in the world after they get their Excelsior degrees. Every month we post a lot of student testimonials. It's one of our focuses, and we direct you to the blog. So we have our life blog where you can go and read all kinds of stories of what our alumni have done and what they have accomplished after they have completed the Excelsior degree. It's also important to really see the new degrees that we are launching. In fact, this summer we've got some really, really great news, so stay tuned. We also have some certificate programs that are launching. So if you are an alumni who really liked the Excelsior experience while completing a bachelor's degree and now is looking for graduate programs, but maybe we didn't offer it at the time, just being on our social media will give you a chance to see what is coming at Excelsior. Or if you have completed your master's degree and you're thinking, well, probably there's nothing much left to do for me since you don't offer any further programs, we do have certificate programs that are coming up. So just staying with our social media is a great way to be up to date with what's happening at Excelsior. And if you see things that you really like, just press that little share button and let your friends know that your amazing community is up to great things.
Great. Thanks so much, Arminita. So this question I'll throw out to anyone here. What would you say is the main difference between the Excelsior Connects app and just general social media?
I can start there, and anyone else can join in for sure. So Excelsior Connects it's really more of an exclusive community. I mean, the Alumni Association Facebook group is comprised of Excelsior College alumni, but Excelsior Connects is a place where you can really participate in those mentoring opportunities that Tammy was sharing. You can go right on, and with a click of a button, you can request a mentor. You can see someone's job, where they live, what their major was. And so there's a lot of ease of access to the alumni community and to each other. And those that have registered, there's a lot of people who are very willing to help and very willing to be a mentor. And that's just simply not something that you can identify on a Facebook group. It's where ambassador information is going to be. So, we can share information about ambassador events on social media, but we can't really, push information to different groups on Facebook. So we'll do that through Excelsior Connects. There's also a job referral board, and I know Tammy posts to there all the time. So you can post jobs, you can say you're in need of a job, and of course you can access the directory of users, and you can schedule live chats, you can schedule meetings. So it's really quite comprehensive, and I love social media. I love Facebook, but I think Excelsior Connects adds a little bit more. Would you agree to that, Arminita?
Yes, and something else. So some people are hesitant to join the Facebook group because it's their personal accounts and they don't like to share much of their information. So I would say that Excelsior Connect is very professional. You can share as much information as you want. You can complete your profile with the information that you deem important. It's completely left up to you. Definitely, I love the idea of being such an exclusive community. You can have it on your phone. And I also really like the idea of the live chat feature because you can meet people there that you wouldn't have met otherwise. You can chat with also faculty, and a lot of Excelsior College employees are on the platform. So definitely, just as Jamie has repeated many times today, download the app and sign up.
Great, thank you. So it looks like that's all the questions that we have for today. So Jamie, if you have any closing remarks. Now.
Thank you to my wonderful Excelsior colleagues for sharing and partnering with the alumni office on these awesome opportunities. And thank you all for joining us this evening for in advance for registering to be an Excelsior College Ambassador. And we look forward to working with all of you in the future. Thank you and have a great night.
So Jamie, when you were saying that, one other question did come in, and it's actually a good one. So not that the other questions will we be able to add our LinkedIn profiles in the app so that we can connect with alumni as well?
Yes, you can absolutely. All of the as you register, and you can edit your profile in Excelsior Connect. So you can go in there and you can put Facebook URL, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, you name it. And I will add one more, Mary Kate, is that we're creating special custom badges for you to add on your LinkedIn account that show that you're also an Excelsior College Ambassador. So just another feather in your cap, if you will, for all the great things that our alumni are doing. It's great to be able to share that you're an ambassador even on LinkedIn.
Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. And Nicole let us know she has already registered for the app and she's excited and looking forward to helping out. So
welcome,
thank
Nicole.
you. We are very excited. Yeah, so that's it for the night. If you guys have any other further questions, feel free to email alumni@excelsior.edu.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great night.
Thank you.